me take you back to 3 years ago when I was just 10 years old. I had just started high school. I remember this time so clearly, not because it was fun or exciting, but because it was one of my hardest transitions I have ever had to make. I just started high school, and everything around me felt unfamiliar. New teachers, new classmates, new rules, new expectations. It felt like everyone had already knew each other, and I was just the outsider trying to find a place to fit in. At first, I smiled through it. I tried to make new friends, to keep up with schoolwork, and to stay positive. But no matter how hard I tried, things just didn't seem to go the way I wanted it to. I started struggling with subjects I had once loved. I wasn't doing well in math and in ICT. And for the first time, I started to feel like maybe I wasn't smart after all. But it wasn't just about the schoolwork. Some of my classmates would whisper things behind my back and sometimes right to my face. You're not good enough. No one likes you. You're so annoying. Your voice is so annoying, you sound like a mouse. You're not even pretty. Why do you try? And after a while, I stopped trying. Words have power, and when they're repeated over and over again, especially by those people you see every single day in your life, they begin to settle deep inside your heart. I used to love robotics. It was my happy place, building, coding, solving problems. But eventually, when my confidence started to fade, that also became a chore. Subjects that used to be so easy to me felt impossible. I would sit in class and stare at the page and also the board, unable to think straight. What made it really hard was that the people I called friends weren't really friends. They weren't the type who cheered you on or supported you when things went wrong. In fact, they were the first to point or to whisper when something goes bad. They never wanted me to shine. They always wanted me to shrink. That was my setback. I lost confidence in myself. But this is not where my story ends. One day, I came home and broke down in front of my parents. I told them everything. The bullying, the fear, the loneliness, the disappointments, the feeling that maybe I wasn't just good enough. That moment was hard, but it was also the beginning of my healing. With my parents' support, I slowly started to rebuild. My teachers noticed and began to check in with me more. I found new friends, true friends who encouraged me and reminded me I had something special inside of me. I began to set small goals for myself, not to be the best in class, but just to be better than I was yesterday. I celebrated little wins like asking a question in class, trying to finish my homework early, or just getting a better test score than before. And bit by bit, I slowly started to feel like myself again. My grades started to improve, yes, and most importantly, I started to believe in myself again. That was my academic and emotional comeback, and it taught me a lesson I would never forget. Setbacks don't mean that it's over. It just means it's time to grow. So today, I want to talk to you about setbacks because we all face them. Maybe you didn't make it to the football team. Maybe you studied so hard for a test and still failed. Maybe your closest friends turned their back on you when you needed them the most. Maybe you've been bullied, laughed at, excluded, or ignored. Whatever it is, I want you to know that you are not alone. You are not weak, and that moment doesn't define your future. Setbacks are a part of life. Even the most successful people have faced them. Steve Jobs, who invented Apple, was once fired from the very own company he created. Thomas Edison, who invented the light bulb, once said, "I haven't failed, I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." So how do we turn setbacks into success? Well, here are 4 tips that helped me. Number 1, speak up. Talk to someone. It could be a parent, a teacher, a friend. Keeping pain inside will only make it grow. Number 2, set small goals. Success doesn't always have to come in big leaps. Sometimes it's a quiet victory, like showing up, trying again, or just simply believing in yourself. Number 3, surround yourself with people who lift you up. Let go of toxic, narcissistic people who only want to see you fail. Number 4, redefine failure. Failure isn't the opposite of success. Rather, it is a part of success. So let me ask you a question. When you fall down, what do? You get back up, right? Because staying down isn't an option. And that's the same thing with life. When you fall, pause, reflect, learn, and try again. You are not defined by your failures. You're defined by how you respond to them. So the next time someone says, you can't do this, just smile and reply, watch me. Before I end, I want to leave you with this. If you ever felt like I did, lost, alone, not good enough, I want you to know that you are good enough. You are worthy, you are capable, and you have something special to offer to this world. Let your setbacks shape you, not stop you. Let them push you forward, not backward. Because success isn't just about how high you climb. It's about how many times you rise after falling. Thank you.